And the other thing that a lot of people don't understand is that we've had conversations with Pac Rim. The new people that are here, Bob Stiles was one of the first people to get this project going, getting people to invest and stuff. And they said they're not going to hire anybody from Alaska. I mean, right in the meeting, you know. So they, number one, the Tyonek people originally thought they were going to be job opportunities there, and now they found out there are not going to be any job opportunities there. And these people are really scared to death. You know, we got friends there that talk about 7,500 years ago when they lived on them shores, and there was 55 to 6,000 of them, and there's less than 200 in that village now, and there could be none if this project goes through because it will destroy the water.
Well, and if you can't eat, you know, and you don't have a job, you're kind of up a creek full of coal.
One of the big problems with this project is the coal is submerged underwater. The mother lode of this coal seam is down 350 feet, and the coal is submerged. It's wet. There's water. It's underwater. So they have to get rid of the water. They're going to go down 400 feet, start pumping 7 to 8 million gallons of water a day to lower the water table throughout the mine so that they can get their equipment in there to get the coal.
So where's all that water going? Just downstream?
Where's that water going to go? Yeah. And it's already wetlands. You can only put so much water in a sponge.
Yeah, that's true.
So they have been going through different processes, settlement ponds, which is what they use up to Usabili. Right. And in a whole different situation at Usabili, that they're doing a pretty good job up there, but they don't have water problems.
Right.
You know, every well that they have up here, they've got 10, 15, and they're drilling some more test wells to monitor this, because they're on both sides of this fault line, the seismic fault line that goes through there. So now they're going down a little deeper. When they get done, they're in water from right there down to the bottom. Every hole. It isn't like they had to drill 20 feet to get to the water. They're in water when they start.
Right, and this is the same issue that we're seeing with other projects around Alaska, and it is location, location, location. And whenever we have to make the choice between, you know, protecting our salmon streams and having some other development that is going to be more short-lived, I think that it shouldn't be as hard as a decision as it seems to be. But we're going to talk about that and more when we come back with more Up North. Oh my God. Welcome back. And let me just tell you, if you want to come down and join us at Bernie's Bungalow Upstairs Lounge on Thursday nights at 5:30 to be part of our audience, you'll get in on all of the rowdiness that happens on the breaks. It's lots of fun. I'm really happy our panel's here. Larry Heilman is here, and Ron Burnett, both from Beluga, and Dennis Gann, who runs the Cook Inlet Keeper office in Anchorage. And a couple of things that I want to ask you about, and maybe, Dennis, you'd be good to answer this. The economics that surround all of these different industries, whenever there's a project, people get really excited and they're like, we're going to get a job. And that's like a great thing. And when you live in Bush, Alaska, you really do want to get those jobs. On this particular project, what are the economics on that?
Well, you know, I think we all agree that we want a prosperous future for ourselves and future generations, for our children. And you know, a project like this comes along and they promise several hundred jobs, both during the mine construction and during the processing, you know, the 25-year life of the project.
And the cleanup.
And
oh,
the
wait,
cleanup.
they don't tell you about those jobs.
But the reality is that we're looking at 25 years of mining jobs. And so you get into this boom-bust cycle, and that's one of the problems with projects like this. These aren't sustainable jobs. You know, right now, Cook Inlet supports $1 billion sport and commercial fishing industry, and that's Cook Inlet alone. And you know, that's income for our residents, for a variety of jobs. And if we protect the watershed and the habitat, those jobs will last forever. And that's the beauty of looking at salmon. This is a renewable resource that we're already utilizing and provides a significant portion of Alaskans' jobs and the economics for us. So what we're looking at with a project like this is we're looking at trading, these forever jobs surrounded around fishing and salmon versus a very short-term spike of jobs through coal mining, maybe a 25, at best, maybe a 50-year life. So it's that contrast. Do we want jobs forever, or do we want a spike in jobs for 25 years?
Yeah, I used to work on a boat with a guy that said that, well, he hated fish, and we were fishing, and he said, yeah, I fish so I can buy steak. What can I say? I'm eating it one way or the other, I suppose. It is that you really do need to have that, and so much of the peninsula and so many, actually most of the coast of Alaska rely on this so much. What do you see? Because right now there are a lot of industry jobs in Beluga. You're both living out there.
Well, the traditional thing has been for many years the guide services that are available for moose hunting, for spring and fall bear hunting for the brown bears. And there's no closed season on black bears, so virtually if there's no snow and they're out, you can come over and hunt.
Game.
And so the fishing is, great year round. We have great fishing. We had ice fishing through trout, burbot, things like that through the ice. Of course, when the spring comes, like now, they're starting to get the kings and stuff running back. So there's always that industry there. Many people from Kenai Guide Service and that have people that come over and fish the west side.
Right.
And if it's nothing more than sightseeing, Larry and I have toted lots of people around that just wanted to see Alaska and take some pictures.
Well, you can, you can shoot a bear 1,000,000 times with a camera and not hurt it.
Lots of times.
And a lot of people spend a lot of money to be able to do that. And those, and when we talk about just salmon streams, we're not just talking about salmon streams. We are talking about all the game around it. We have this really intense predator control program right now to try to save the moose population. And the science around that is very hinky, and I don't believe a word of it. However, when we look at what are we doing to preserve where they live, what they're drinking, what they're eating, what poisons them? It didn't take a biologist to see.
Does that make any sense to you at all?
No.
Why are we trying to, save anything if we're willing to destroy it? Completely destroy it. Because this project is so big that it's possible, because all the biologists and hydrologists we talk to in Cook Inlet keepers and private sectors elsewhere say this could kill the whole upper Cook Inlet.
Right.
The whole upper Cook Inlet.
Which seems like a bad idea when you say it like that.
But it's true.
I know, Larry. Okay, first of all, I want it on camera. Are you going to take me moose hunting?
Sure.
All right, so we got that done. So you go on the jobs.
Okay, we have been to many meetings with PAC-RIM, and they're willing to tell you anything that they think you want to hear. They have told the Tyonics, oh, we will come over with a bus and we'll pick you up in the morning and we'll take you back, after the day's work is done. And Tyonic has been dumped on so many times by different companies. They have been promised all these jobs before. Tyonic, the native village of Tyonic, are strictly against this project because they know that, here comes some more. We're going to get dumped on again. Yeah. And here goes our way of life.
Right. So could I have I have some beads or perhaps some smallpox blankets?
Right.
With that mine?
Right.
Yeah. No, that is what it is.
Now, another danger of this project, I might be getting off a little bit, but with all this dumping of these millions of gallons of water, we have to take into the account that in the spring of the year, when the salmon fry are going up and down the beach with the tide, and all this toxic water could be coming down the Chuitna River, and these fry could be coming from the Deshka, maybe coming from the Little Sioux, and they're going to have to come through what they call the mixing zone out in Cook Inlet.
Yeah, there's that whole theory of how does it go? Something, the solution to pollution is dilution.
Right.
As though it's like, wow, who came up with that? That's just, That's okay. Well, then I would like to dilute this arsenic in your glass of water, sir, and have you drink that because you know it's been diluted.
It's only 1 part per million.
Exactly. You'll be
It's
fine.
good for you.
Yeah, today the mixing zone is Cook Inlet. Tomorrow it'll be the whole Earth, and that's the trend we're looking at is just dilute it out throughout the expanse.
We're on this sort of spaceship Earth. There's only so much on here. Why jack it up for 25 years? I mean, you can look at anything you look at in the state reminds you it's going to take longer than 25 years to fix it because it took a lot longer than that to get it here.
Well,
at least 5,000
most
years.
people don't realize